Alors c'est une place très particulière.
40 years ago, I began the life of my new method in this house. It was a new stage which is connected with this house. That's where everything started. Dear viewers, in front of you lies a unique thing, Michel Sogny's methods. I would say this is an absolutely different world. Appearing in which means that music is not scary and impossible anymore. Acquiring this method leads to a different connection with this instrument and generally music. I want you to give me a small tour and show me those important things that you have in this house. This is the piano Franz Liszt played during his life in Paris. Presumably this is the piano on that photo which you see on the wall. This is his autograph which he left on this instrument. That's why this piano is unique. I was friends with Liszt's great-grandchild. We were very close. These were 70s, when I was a doctoral student in philosophy at Sorbonne University, and I worked on my thesis. I would like Elisa Bolquadze to present Michel Sogny to our viewers. Who is Michel Sogny?
Michel Sogny.
Who is this person? This is a man who has the ability to change, not the code of a person, I cannot say that, but to change the direction for sure. Only very few people can do that, to change the direction of your life. This is a special talent. You might be very educated, intelligent, but this is another gift. This creative moment, I call it a method, which gives you a possibility to see yourself, develop your creative spirit. This is the main thing. So this is a person who develops your individuality and creativity, and also a sense of freedom, individuality. Sometimes I find it hard to explain this to the tutors, because for the children who arrive here and acquire this method, a whole new world is being opened. A child who is 11 already has his own vision. A 10-year-old also has his point of view. The fact that he should not make forte here but somewhere else, and he argues about it. This is a major thing because their vision becomes free. No creativity, no creation, music or playing exists without this, if you do not have your own vision. Where this vision is heading for is another thing which needs a huge control. This vision should take the direction and go in the direction from which something extraordinary will come out. We are at 18 Kleber Avenue, one of the most important places for SOS talents, the house where a lot of talented pianists have been raised. All of this is connected with SOS talents and Michel Sogny. First, I will show you the pictures. This is Michel Sogny with Charles Aznavour, with a lot of famous people. Here, as I remember, is a photo with Elisa Bolquadze. Classica magazine, which was dedicated to Mr. Michel Sogny and SOS talents. And now you will see this person, who, we can truly say, made a revolution in the life of many pianists. You will get introduced to this person. Come, it is time for master classes at Kleber.
Yes, fine. That's quite good. That's quite good. You want to try, Barbara? Fine.
Paris, Champs-Élysées, Dassault family's incredibly beautiful palace, one more important place for those for whom music is the whole life. The concert of SOS Talent Children, which is held here every year, is a kind of report for all those people who do everything for this fund. The evening will start in a few minutes, and you will be able to see what results SOS Talent Children achieved 1 year later. It is 8 p.m., which means that guests started arriving at Dassault's palace. In the entrance, Mr. Michel Sogny with Ms. Dassault traditionally meet the guests, greeting each other, exchanging information, and the main thing which should happen this evening will begin in a few minutes: incredible performances of SOS Talent Children. This room is not less important, as there are those people for whom today a respectful society is being gathered. I came to meet my friends. They are from Georgia, and they are from Baltic countries. It can be said that the children grew up really quickly. One more Barbare has been added to our children. So, Barbare, Ilia and Barbare, what is changing from year to year? Probably the fact that I am playing better. I have more experience. Ilia, can you tell me about yourself, your example? What is Michel Sogny's method about? If we compare development using Michel Sogny's method and developing without, this method adds up 1 to 2 years of development and accelerates the process. Michel Sogny's method helps small children who are talented and need development. It develops musically, technique, touching the sound, perception of music, etc. Michel Sogny's method is a kind of magic which helps small children achieve success at a young age. For me, this is the first concert and I'm a bit nervous. Barbara and Ilia are not afraid. We moved to our Baltic friends. One little girl was added to them, who was not here in the previous years. Can you tell us about the method of Michel Sogny? He creates a methodological work which we play. For example, we listen to the polygon melodies fully, and with etudes we develop our technique. This method helps us to develop. We develop technique. We become more musical. What will you tell us? I think the same. This method helps the sound to be more vibrating and helps us to develop faster. I have produced a didactic method that allows a child to develop his inner emotional side, to feel the work and convey it all accordingly. We always used to think that it was important for a person to be an inborn musician. For this, natural talent was needed. I think that as a result of working on myself, it is possible to develop artistic talent in a person. Therefore, I created and wrote some special pieces which are called polygons. These are short methodological pieces which work on developing these opportunities. Polygons allow musicians to feel the work since childhood and convey them in a peculiar way. What do you think is the main achievement, the main result of SOS Talents? What would you say after so many years? What is the main achievement for you personally? I think that the main achievement is that a lot of people have been given the opportunity to become pianists. Our first laureate was Elisa Bolquaze, who I met 20 years ago. I invited her to Austria, where we had an international fund. There we worked on the development of her career. Today we all see the result of all of this. I truly love all the fund members. They have an international and very successful career. In this field, they are quite successful. With the same method, I have also worked with some adults. They thought that they could not, that it was too late for them to study, but still they have achieved success. You are popular, talented and successful. You did a lot of things for numerous people. How do you think? What is the main thing in life? For me, the most important thing is to pass over my knowledge. That's why I am a tutor from the beginning till the end. For me, the most worthwhile is teaching others. Generally, I believe that it should be the most important for the whole mankind. What I know exactly about the future is Mr. Michel Sogny's visit to Georgia. In summer, he will arrive to Batumi Festival. Mr. Michel Sogny is the person who says that at any age, at any place, if you have the talent and wish, you can let music in your life. And if you want music to accompany you throughout your life, then you should definitely meet him. Probably you will be able to do this summer.
We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas, Michel Sogny.
I want to hear the first emotion from the Georgians, as I know you have also heard their first performances years ago. Yes, it was 5 years ago. Barbara and Ilya were 8 back then. Today, when they came out on stage, I remembered that emotion. Although I was not less nervous today, still the worries accompanying the first concert were absolutely different, because a Georgian child on such a scene was an unprecedented event. I will never forget their excellent and error-free performance in front of such a huge audience. They played so well. They are fantastic children, and I am really proud of them. In fact, they are growing and growing in front of us, and they become professionals. Now we see the emotions that followed their performance. Compliments addressing them do not stop. What do you think is the main mission of this fund? What is the significance of this fund for the younger generation? Michel Sogny is my very close friend. I have known him since 1974. He is a philosopher, psychologist, and an excellent pianist. He loves people a lot, and helping them makes him happy. Young pianists from different countries arrive here with his assistance. With his method, he helps young musicians. This is exactly the main mission of this fund. With his help, the youngsters become not only first-class pianists, but are formed into musicians recognized in many countries. This is amazing. The new generation of pianists is truly impressive. They are gifted with incredible talent. We know a number of successful musicians, but we are still waiting for the new ones. These children definitely have such opportunity, as they are practicing in Michel Sogny's school. Michel Sogny is a grand teacher for them. I think that this fund gives young musicians a wonderful opportunity. They are able to become important artists. I believe that Georgian pianists have a great future. They will form into very successful pianists.